We push down. Franklin Street is next. Red's not here this evening. When
we came out of executive session, should have mentioned that there was no action.
we came at no action. Oh, on the seat. Oh yeah, there was no action on Bob.
Just one back.
Yeah.
Was Red has to be here tonight?
Yes.
You told him?
Yes.
Well, when we walked out of the meeting the last time, after we discussed Franklin Street, Red met us outside, and he was telling me outside on the way that when they measured Franklin Street, they measured it to the pins. He said, we'd done it like it was done before. And he said, when they gave him his price to do Franklin Street, it was exactly like we said to hold up and not do just half of the street, to do all of the street. And he said the money was there, and they measured from pin to pin. That's when they came to give him the price from Lane. Came in to give him the price. They had measured from the whole thing, the sidewalk part and everything. So that was in the price. So that's what we didn't know. Randy wasn't going to do that. He was going to do 33 feet.
Which is the road.
Which is just the road. But he wouldn't have cured the problem. But when Red was there, when Lane came, they measured the whole thing. That's why Red was kind of frustrated when he seen what was happening. Okay? Go ahead. Go.
My understanding is Red was not upset about that.
Well, that's not what he told me at Tulsa.
Well, I saw Red outside here after we left, and he told me I'd get the money to do that. Everything was all set, but I was waiting coming to the meeting. I don't know if he talked to you at all. But he was told to be here tonight.
It'd be nice if it was.
Yeah, it would.
Well, do we have a motion to take care of the street the way it is?
I'll make that motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second the discussion.
Okay, discuss.
The motion to take care of it the way it should be. That's not a very good motion at this point, folks.
What was your motion?
My motion is to do it like it was done before, pin to pin.
Yeah.
And the tar is there to show how it was done before. There's no additional stuff being done. And if we're gonna do something and create a problem for somebody else, that's not the right way to do it.
No, I don't know if I'm seconding the motion to do it as it's been done before, but I still like to see Red find out what exactly is going on here. We asked that.
So we asked that, I'm asking before Tony again. We talked to Red. Red said they measured it. I talked to Red. And Red said when the lane came, they went from pin to pin. They went right up over the sidewalk and they done it exactly like it was done before. That's how he figured it.
So is this second meeting that the Red don't show up or what?
What? I'm
I'm
just,
just wondering if it's the second meeting that Red hasn't shown up.
I don't know.
Could you give Brett a call? At home?
Now?
Yes,
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock, it doesn't matter. He was told to be here, and he works for the highway department. If there was a snowstorm, he'd be out at 9 o'clock.
Yeah. Okay.
Don, you mentioned something about creating a problem by paving.
Yeah, water problem.
A water problem where?
Yeah, because you're leaving a gap between the sidewalk and the pavement. Now, when the sidewalks up front here are all 6 feet wide in front of your store, right to the store. So why do you want to create a problem? Simple as that.
Gary?
Okay, you guys keep referring to this as a sidewalk.
Huh?
You guys keep referring to this as a sidewalk.
Yes, there is a sidewalk.
No. According to the ordinance, a sidewalk has to have a curb.
No, this sidewalk is not.
I can show you the ordinance. I can look it up. If it is a sidewalk, then if it is a sidewalk, why are people parking on it?
It's always been a sidewalk.
It's a swirl. It comes in to where it comes like this, so the water goes down and goes into the catch basin. That's exactly what it is. You can walk on it, you can drive on it, you can do anything you want on it, but it's a swirl and it does take the water down to the catch basin. That's what it's, that's why it's designed that way.
It's not part
Now,
of the
you
road.
take your sidewalks in town here used to have a curb all around, but they decided that was the wrong thing to do. So they made all these wheelchair entrances to all your sidewalks. But when they hot out the sidewalk, they go all the way to the store. Now, why is this place different? Is it a personal deal with you two guys?
Don,
Huh?
excuse me, the ordinance says a curb. If they changed that, they should have changed the ordinance. That's,
How come we've been doing it all this time under the same ordinance? And nobody's ever complained. And all at once, we bring out these ordinances that it's been changed, and I'll tell you who changed them. It was changed in 2007, and I don't know if I got it right
talking
here.
about the parking?
No, it was
Parking
changed by
ordinance.
2 or 3 people. Ted Smith, Randy Cannon, when he was on the council, and your wife, Betty Levac. It was changed without a town meeting. Where is the sewer
No,
ordinance?
all they did was reaffirm what was already there. in
It said
2002.
amended and
They actually
changed.
made 4 changes.
They made
What
4
change?
changes, yeah, well, listen,
This wasn't, one of them, but they were.
But my discussion right now is on the parking ordinance where it says what a sidewalk is. That's why I asked at the last meeting, before we make a decision on paving this place, I want to know what the definition of, what the dimensions of the road are. And
At this point, it's hearsay.
exactly.
it's not hearsay, I saw the
Why
red
don't
going
you-
out of
Why
the,
didn't you people go there and look?
Don, I don't have that time, I'm sorry, during the
You
day.
can't take 5 minutes to go.
Don and I haven't been getting home until almost midnight, most nights closing out the books.
So you've got 3 people that have looked at it, and we're not correct. We're trying to fabricate something.
You're just not capable of answering the questions we're asking.
Yes, I'm telling you what the questions, and I'm answering your question. The
If it-
pavement is there that they've done before, so why do you want to do it different? What's your reason for doing it different? Give me your answer.
My reason for doing it
Yeah.
different, the
Why don't
request,
you want to match the old dock?
the old car goes right up against your house.
No, the old dock goes up to the sidewalk.
Where does the sidewalk end?
There's a sidewalk all the way, it ends at Coruscant.
All the way to Corus.
That's right.
Okay. The question that I had, and the reason I'm reluctant to even take action on this, is because of the potential construction that's gonna occur next year. Did you get any confirmation of
Yes,
that?
that's gonna be a dead end, you know it, and I know it,
That's gonna be a dead end?
yes.
What do you mean?
And that street is gonna be a dead end, there's no,
gentlemen, we argued that
We've
point,
already argued
we've
that.
already argued that point. When you ask about the ordinances, and you said it wasn't reviewed and changed, it was reviewed and changed December 10th, 2007, and it was signed by Ted Smith, Betty Levac, and Randy Cannon, when he was a counselor. Now, that was changed, there was no town meeting following, because I got the town meetings that was
What were the
following.
changes in? Section 1?
They got all kinds, it don't matter what the change is, you can't change it without going to the people. And they didn't go to the people, so if they did that here, how many more changes is made in that ordinance? So that ordinance don't hold water. As far as I'm concerned, if anybody can change that without going, the following the procedure. You talk about procedure.
Changes, the town shall mean the town of Benton.
Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, you have used my name, I'd like to answer that.
Go ahead,
We did
Randy.
not change anything in the ordinance.
It says revise and change.
What
on
we
it.
did was change, we agreed to the rate structure, which has to be done on an annual basis. That's what we did.
That's not what it says here.
That's what we did.
It's not what it says, it mentions 4 changes.
I'm telling you what we did.
Well, I'm telling
The
you.
council is required to annually review the rate structure and sign off on it. That's what we did.
So right now, we're going back to Washington Avenue, Franklin Street, I mean. There's a motion made by Don, seconded by, any more discussion?
This is the rate that he was talking about right now. Section 9.1, that has to be adjusted annually.
We are on Franklin Street, sir. Yeah, we're on-
Yeah, we are. That pertains to an ordinance which you questioned, so we're.
I'm saying that the change, people made changes in the ordinance without bringing it to the people.
No, we didn't.
And the state law says it has to, council makes the ordinance, but
No,
it
we
has to
didn't.
go to the people to be approved. That's exactly
Why
what
are you
the law
starting
is.
to follow ordinances now?
Well, you seem to be knowing all about the ordinance, don't talk to me about ordinance. All those in favor of doing Franklin Street the way it was before, all in favor? All opposed? Okay, Franklin Street, get in touch with Red and tell him that you can contact the lane construction, go ahead and do it.
Quick question, one of the big issues before was how far down?
No, just pave it.
the motion was to do it the way it was done before. Is that correct?
Yeah, but obviously, if we don't have the money, we go down as far as the money runs out.
Yeah. Okay,